Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, or hola, boys and girls.
Katarj, mark of the devil.
Um, so what I did is that I started the Hearts of Stone DLC, and I made quite some missions, and now we are about to make a heist, I suppose. But we will see. I need to visit the herbalist, no? Oh, it's not here. Let's visit the herbalist. So I did only a couple of missions in the previous part, so there's nothing really to summarize. I just started the Heart of Stone DLC, and that's it. And I had a kind of introduction to Olgierd von Everett and Von Geraldine, and that's it, I guess. This is part 36. I was just watching a video of different TV shows from 80s, and you know, it's interesting and funny because I kind of I wasn't even alive back then, right? But there's some kind of a vibe to all those shows.
Bolt between its ribs. It was being hunted. Something went horribly wrong, though.
Hunted by who? What? And it's kind of funny. I have this I call it Wikipedia syndrome. It's basically you go to read something, most of cases it's Wikipedia, and you have this hyperlinks everywhere. Hyperlinks are it's the blue text that is underlined when you pass the cursor on it, and so you can go and read something else about different words or dates or something.
What's this one want? A good bruising, looks like. At it, brothers.
Shut up and fight.
Huh. That was rather efficient.
That all you got to say? I saved your life.
We'd have disposed of that rabble easily.
We?
My, aren't we precise? You know what I mean. Now, are you here to trade or not,
Yearning to play a few rounds of Gwent. That ought to set me straight.
Me? I identify as we? Wow. So I was watching this kind of like trailer trailers, like they were not really trailers, more like intros, and a very interesting situation. Not like I want to watch those shows. It didn't really give me the this desire to watch these shows, but at the same time, there is something about them. There's some kind of a very specific vibe about those shows. And maybe it's just because of that kind of a bad quality when you compare it to the shows nowadays. Obviously, it's almost everything it's in super good quality, high definition or 4K or something. But but there is something about them. Though what I've noticed is that a lot of shows are kind of, well, you can say that even about shows from 21st century, but 2023 or 2022 or something. But a lot of these shows are kind of showing bad things. They're not really showing anything positive, more like, I don't know, especially about teenagers, sex, drugs, and stuff. A very weird kind of feeling. Like, I'm asking myself, isn't there anything else that you can show about teenagers or something? Why is it so... Why you have to show only the bad things about them? Aren't there any good people around or something? And so it feels kind of weird, all this, I don't know what to feel about it, kind of mixed feelings. A lot of people in the comments, they kind of say that it's, they feel nostalgic, and there's something about those shows, especially for people in the comments. I feel like a lot of old people were commenting, or at least people who were old, not old 60 years old, but more like old 40 or more.
Hey there.
Wouldn't happen to have some yarrow extract?
I do. In the back. Follow me, please.
You've come. Good.
Remains to be seen. Aim to tell me something, I think. So talk.
How do I put this? We share a goal. We both need to get into the Borsodi's vault. Both want something that's in there. Why not pool our strengths?
Sorry, but what exactly is yours?
I have a plan. Spent the last year working on it. On paper. Time to set it in motion. You one I can count on.
Come on. I don't even know your name.
What's that matter?
Matters because you're clearly hiding something. Not just from me, either. Wouldn't be sitting in a cellar in this shithole otherwise.
We've all some stain on our conscience. But I've not asked for your hand in marriage, just for your help in a heist. We break in, each take what we need, then go our own ways.
Try to trick me anyway, anyhow, you won't go anywhere. You know that? Because I'll take your head off right where it meets your neck.
I'm aware of the risks. So, now that you've threatened me and all, are you in? Hurry or not.
Before we go any further, you even know what Max Bersodi's house is?
I know it's in the vault.
Didn't answer my question.
Neither of you. Willing to help with the heist or not?
The vault. What's in there for you?
Something that was stolen from me.
Ought I go to the City Watch, tell them a crime's been committed, not organize a heist?
I've tried. Repeatedly.
I see. Cheated by the system, wronged by the world. Doesn't matter. What did they take?
List to take a good while. So I'd rather change the subject. You in or not?
I'm not a thief.
It's opportunity makes the thief, Witcher. I speak from experience.
Talk.
20 Redanian soldiers guard the auction house, day and night. Patrols walk in circles around it, and here, past this corner, barracks.
Brute force is out. Gotta get in quietly.
Exactly. Not the simplest thing, though. Main entrance, armored door. Windows, dimeridian bars. But not a fortress out there without a weakness. This one's no different.
Patience happens to be my weakness, so dispense with the dramatic pauses and talk.
Beside the house stands a tower, from which we can enter the attic. We can't hope to enter the tower from the street on account of the patrols, but there's a window 60 feet off the ground. No shutters, no bars. We've got to get up there and sneak across to the auction house, then down the stairs to the cellar. Crack open or blow off the vault door, and voila!
Not all bad, except sounds like a lot of work for two.
I'm fully aware of that. For this to work, we need 2 more accomplices. One to scale the tower, drop us a line. The other to open the vault, a safe cracker or a demolition specialist. I've already identified some promising candidates. All we've to do is select and recruit the best among them. Also your job. I'd prefer to remain largely out of sight.
Assumed as much given your hood. Anything else?
Aye, but that's among the details, which you will learn just as soon as you declare.
Don't really have any other options. So be it. I'm in. But on one condition. No one dies. That clear?
As the great son of Nilfgaard. How about we knock back around? Toast a mutually beneficial relationship.
Rather get to work. What comes first?
First, you have to assemble a crew. Then, there's the Redanian patrols to cull them it. Too many wandering round. We could get noticed.
Break-in artists. Tell me about them. Assuming lack of vertigo to be the first requirement.
Precisely why my favourite's Eveline Gallo. A circus artist known better as the Ermine. Just now performing with her troupe somewhere near Oxenfurt. Her specialities, rhythmic gymnastics. Time walking.
Breaking and entering.
Not officially, no, but I've compared the route her troope's taken with a list of the most audacious thefts in recent years. A perfect match. Highly doubt that's a coincidence. But if she's reluctant, with another option in Hugo Hoff, alias Beef Patty, a halfling.
Think he's fit? Pudgy face. Doesn't really match my image of a criminal.
You'd be surprised. Hugo's notched up more break-ins than you felled monsters. More importantly, 2 years past, he nicked a gold-plated cop from the roof of the town hall in Novigrad. So, the Alpha. Word has it he's holed up in Oxenfurt in a house near the Novigrad gate. Be careful. He's modest in size, but apparently wicked dangerous.
All right. Opening the vault. Who do we have?
Let's start with the fact that one of them's a dwarf. Casimir Bassi, native of Mahakam, a specialist in controlled explosions. Folks say he could blow Novigrad to the high heavens with but a pinch of saltpeter. Bolt door for him should be a cinch. The problem is, Casimir apparently hung up his detonators some time ago. He married, sired some littler ones, and settled in the village of Aldous. Might plain turn us down.
Any options?
Quinto, the North's most famed safecracker. Arrest warrants out on him in Kedwin, Lyria, Angren, and Kavir. Sadly, he got nabbed a few days back by one Hans of Sidaris, a prick mercenary. As far as I know, his troops made camp east of Oxenfurt on the right bank of the Pontar.
So I'd have to rip one from his cozy home, the other from a cozy cage. Need to think about it. What's this about culling the patrols? Told you, no one dies.
Easy. I don't want anyone's death. Just need some folk to be temporarily indisposed.
Spit it out.
You've got to approach the garrison's cook. Convince him to spike the soldiers' nosh with something to keep some of them bedridden. One in two, let's say. Not to raise suspicions.
Know the formula for a potion that might do the trick.
There. See? Brew up a bit of that. Hit the town, find the cook, then convince him to do you a favour. I don't know, cast a spell, toss him some coin. You could also use your fists.
All right, I'm off. Got a bit to do.
As do I. Get it all done, and we'll meet back here.
What then?
Then, we'll bug a horse up, down, and sideways. All together.
Do you... Okay, it works. There was a mic problem. So, about these TV shows. I'm actually not sure who to choose. Oh, it's not far actually. So I started watching, reading stuff, and it's kind of crazy because this Wikipedia syndrome. It all started because I was like, well, I got nothing to do. Let's maybe watch some videos about or some kind of
Any last words?
mysteries or something like that, unsolved things maybe. And I was like, oh well, I know that BuzzFeed Unsolved kind of stopped. They're doing random videos right now, but in kind of related to mysteries, but it's not the same as with those two guys who stopped in 2021 or something like that. I don't remember when they stopped. I think one of the guys' name is Ryan, the second is Sean. I'm not sure. Whatever. Ryan for sure, the second one I don't remember. And so it all started with the like that. I went to IMDb, then Wikipedia. I started reading. I started clicking on. Man, it's so crazy and funny because there are people who are what is that? There is a term that explains when people are buying things based on their emotions and stuff. Especially they're saying that girls are and women are more tend to do that way more than guys. And so it's kind of It's kind of funny, and I'm a little bit like that, but in terms of reading as well, you go to Wikipedia, for example, to read about a banana, and you just start
Winds
clicking on
howling.
those hyperlinks, blue text things, and you start to read them. You open 25 browser tabs, and you read those things, and I can spend this is so weird. I can spend evenings reading those random things just for that I will probably forget in 1 week or 2 weeks or something, but it's just so funny and weird. But that's my guilty pleasure, I guess, reading random things. And so that's how it all started, and I started reading about TV shows. I ended up with Beverly Hills, 2010, 210, Melrose Place, and a bunch of other TV shows. And I've heard some of those names, but I didn't really watch them. Obviously, I wasn't born back then, and I watch different TV shows, but these names, I kind of know them, I feel like. And it's interesting. It's interesting, all of that, you know. And so I was reading and watching videos on YouTube, and I've noticed that a lot of those TV shows are kind of... They are... They're showing a lot of kind of bad things. There are only a few TV shows that are showing some basic normal things, but I feel like in a lot of TV shows there is some kind of a toxicity in one way or another. It might be bad relationships within a family, or some kind of people, I don't know, killing someone or doing random things. I don't know, but it's just interesting, all those shows. There is some kind of a sadistic, there is some kind of a vibe to all those shows, but reading and analyzing all of them is interesting.
See if there's any work for us there.
You Quinto?
The one and only. A pleasure. But who might you be?
Whoa, I'll have no pleasure here. Witcher, keep clear of the cage, right?
What did he do to step on your toes?
Ours, not ours. But he stuck sticks up a number of bankers' asses. Put a tidy price on his head, they did.
And as Master Hans of Sidaris is an enterprising individual, he decided to nab me and claim the reward.
Anyone give you leave to talk? Shut your trap!
I need Quinto. Alive.
And I need coin. Lots of it. Lucky thing I don't much care who pays me. You or the bankers.
Just as I said, an enterprising individual.
And just as I said, clamp it shut. Stop interrupting. Where was I? Right. Want me to let him go? Pay up. Same as the wanted posters say.
Buy him out? Pretty pedestrian. How about we play a round of cards for Quinto's freedom?
Why not? But lose and the price on his head'll double. You in?
What the hell? I'm game.
Got my fingers crossed.
Gwent, man. Oh boy. I'd play for everything. Gwen is love, Gwen is life. When you have spice, of course. Because right now it feels kind of sad. Oh, just spice, nice. What? When I'm actually I was reading in Wikipedia about some of the TV shows, and I'm actually asking myself, probably not even asking myself, more like it allows me to analyze the overall interest of people, if I can say it like that. So when you see, for example, a TV show like Sex and the City, which has been more or less popular, you can understand what type of content the vast majority of people watches, you see. And it's interesting. This is why I probably spend a lot of time reading and analyzing these things, because I find it very funny observing people, and very instructive, you see. It feels weird sometimes, because I feel like I'm studying people, like I'm an alien, and I'm studying people, you know, to understand what are their habits and stuff. A very interesting situation indeed.
As for me too. Let's total it up. I win.
Heavy-handed, Hans. The Tretogor maneuver. With cards like that.
Get him out of here before I fucking burst a... What? How did you...
Fishbone. Did it yesterday. I was waiting for a lull to slip out. Witcher showed up before I could. Let that be my recommendation. Now, do tell. What's it you need me for?
Need you to open something for me. Something bigger than a cage.
Sounds interesting. Dying to hear the details.
Herbalist's hut near Oxenford. Knock on the door. Ask for yarrow extract.
Longer it lasts, worse it gets. Radovid was late with our pay a whole week.
He's cheaters too. Purse I got was full of cannons. Here, bronze with just a lick of gold on it.
Means the Redanian coffers are near empty.
I just understand that, you know, that I'm barely watching anything. I do watch some TV shows, and I watch some of them. But I think the shows that I'm watching are usually do not include any kind of cringe, at least for me. I don't like any TV shows that imply any kind of as I said, as I mentioned in the kind of a bio on Twitch, the toilet humor, so basically sarcasm or something like that. Oh, that was weird. also I watched, for example, Mandalorian. Yes, there are killings and stuff, but in the vast majority of cases, it's practically impossible to find a perfect thing, you know, and perfect TV show without any kind of bad things. So it happens. Just you gotta limit it. But the thing is, you know, in Mandalorian or any Star Wars movies, they don't really there is this aspect of politics a little bit and stuff, but it's still limited. The vast majority, okay, maybe some sitcoms are fine, but now that I've watched these intros and I've read about some of them that were popular in 80s, I understand that even sitcoms, which is supposed to be a comedy, in a lot of cases their jokes are kind of meh, you know, and it's supposed to be available. It's supposed to be family friendly, but not all of them are family friendly.
Greetings.
Salutations! Whither do you come from, and where will you go?
Hard to say. Seen a lot of the world and plan to see more.
As have I, as do I.
Nice area. Business booming, I guess?
Travelers stream north, many refugees among them. They lack for near everything, so I make ends meet.
Any dealings with soldiers?
A bit of trade, a bit of bribery, extortion too, at times, but all in all, I finish ahead.
Take a peek if you don't mind. Farewell.
We'll meet again. I know this.
But for example, I watched a video about a dynasty. It was a kind of like soap opera or something. It was quite popular back then. And they made a reboot of the series. Kind of, they tried to, with Elizabeth Gillis from Victorious, actually. And I watched Victorious, and I think this is my limit. I kind of like, there might be some jokes about something, but when it's shows for kids, it's quite limited in terms of toilet humor and stuff. But the Dynasty, for example, the cheating, the money, sex, and bunch of those things that are absolutely awful. I don't know how people watch it, and that's what I find interesting. I find it interesting to study. I've read the plot on Wikipedia. It's quite limited, but they summarize it in a couple of paragraphs. But it's a very interesting situation indeed. What people watch and their habits, it shows a lot about them and their personalities. If people are find such topics, you can say whatever you want, but it's a TV show that is it's an imaginary world, and people you don't have to take it seriously and stuff, but realistically speaking, those are real human beings, and the plot is quite possible in real life, and I'm sure that there are quite some stories that were written based on certain people and their life stories, so it's not that far from reality. So what people watch actually defines them. It's a little bit like Friends. Like, tell me who's your friend and I'll tell who you are, or something like that. So it's an
Rather not
interesting
think on
situation.
what'll happen when we tear down the...
What's all this?
Not your concern, that's what.
Not an expert or anything, but you two look like you could use some help.
Aye, it's true, we could.
barn's full up with some manner of beast. Bar them inside, but that won't hold long. And we'll be in a world of woe once they're loose.
We're not rich, but cut the filth down, and we will pay you.
Fine. I'll try to help you.
We'll let you in the barn, then open the doors once it's over. Quick, Master Witcher, or they'll get out!
Damn, you're ugly.
It's done. Open the door.
Job's done.
True enough. Here's your pay, and thanks for your help.
Farewell.
I like this places. I like that you can enter the vast majority of houses are kind of similar, but there is some kind of a mood in these places. I don't know, or just it said that you can randomly sleep. I'd sleep on this bed and just, you know, wake up. You have to meditate. Hope they implement it a little bit like maybe in Red Dead Redemption. You can sit there. You can't really sleep, or you can sleep at your place, not in random places. But I think they change it and they give this ability. I don't know. I find it kind of funny, or maybe eat some food or something like that. Not all the time, of course. The point is not to live in a random house, but still doing something different rather than robbing in Red Dead Redemption 2 or killing monsters in The Witcher 3. So about these TV shows, and so there are a bunch of TV shows like that, like Dynasty and stuff, which are kind of similar, with this kind of main topic, some of people plotting and scheming, and just a toxic relationship overall. Someone's marrying someone, someone's a gold digger and stuff, someone's doing something bad, and other things, which is kind of funny. Or so we have this type of show, or we also have a type of show, some kind of a military guy, Superman, that is always gets into trouble, hunting criminals or even killing them, and everything's fine. Like killing human beings, you don't have any feelings, you just kill human beings and everything's fine. You destroy cars, or do a bunch of random weird things. I don't know. A very
Then
interesting
let's
situation.
return their coin to them.
The minute we're in trouble, you make me responsible for getting us out. As in Maribor. Remember Maribor?
Dove, please don't change the subject.
Mind if I do?
That depends. Who might you be?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. You Eveline Gallo, the Ermine?
Only to friends.
Calm down, Merrin. No need to puff up. And you, talk. What do you want?
Rather talk eye to eye.
Eveline conceals nothing from me, and...
And you were to help set up the benches. Immediately.
But...
Very well. Once again, what do you want?
Got a job for you.
Truly? Of what nature?
Anonymous performance. No audience. At a certain auction house. Pays as much as you can carry.
You've none of a Fink's features. But you see, I've a problem.
All right, out with it. What's this problem?
See, we were to do a show. The tickets have all sold. Alas, our friend and colleague, Hawkeye Van, well, He's gone blind. Drank some hooch from a questionable source. A sad story, but not the point. The crowd awaits, so either we find a replacement for him, or we shall have to return the coin. All good and fine. We've not spent it already.
I think I know where this is going.
And I shall get straight to the point. Stand in for Van, and I shall help you.
What do I have to do? Jump through some flaming hoops?
No. Shoot your crossbow, hit a target.
Not a bad shot with my crossbow. Why not? I'm in.
Splendid. So, shall we begin? Folk have grown nervous.
What? Mean now? No rehearsals?
What's there to rehearse? You're to shoot and hit a target.
All right. Do or die. Let's begin.
That I like. A man who boldly dares, damn the risks. Come! And now, good folk, the highlight of our program. Standing before you, Geralt of Rivia, victor of marksmanship contests in Angren, Dol Blathana, and Lobindon.
Wow, crime!
What? But I...
Shh, Geralt. Grab your crossbow and get to work.
What's the hold up? Shoot!
I can do that.
God's mercy!
I can do that.
Shoot him, smacking in.
We end with an audacious feat by Geralt of Rivia. We thank you for attending and hope to see you soon.
It's a shame that man didn't shoot the elf. That would have been brilliant.
You know, I doubted I'd emerge from that ordeal in one piece. Fine work, Geralt.
Well, one performance down. What of the next?
Herbalist has a hut near here. Ring a bell? Go see him and ask for some yarrow extract.
Ooh, a mystery. I adore mysteries. Till later, Witcher.
Though I'm actually thinking about all of that because you see, in some way you can say that all of that is present in the Witcher as well, or in video games in general. There are some sex scenes. There is politics involved. Well, more or less. But I don't know. It feels less real than maybe a TV show. I feel like you could say that it's similar in some ways, but I feel like it's still different because you can limit what you're doing, or you can control what you're doing. It's better to say it like that. If I don't want to do certain quests, I can avoid them. If I don't want to sleep with Kara, for example, I can avoid it. If I don't want to romance Triss, I can avoid it. If I don't want to have any relationship with Yennefer, I can avoid it, you see. If I don't want to kill Radovid, you can avoid this quest. is happening. So I feel like the fact that you can control certain things, you don't have to do them, you feel way more, you don't feel the same way, especially that you can still see a difference in the video game. We're not at the point where we clearly see a real human being. You still understand that it's a video game. There are certain glitches, sometimes they're running in a weird manner, or maybe something else. That's not the case in a TV show, and in a TV show you can see it way more way better. So I'm not sure I can compare. It's true that maybe Red Dead Redemption 2 feels a little bit more real. This is why, for example, killing everyone might be a little bit weird, because you know, the overall physics in the game engine makes you kind of feel like you are really shooting normal human beings. But that's it. It's not, you can't control everything. It's true that you can only watch and do things that are morally correct, because you can limit it. There are no particular shows where nothing bad is involved, and in any case, it's good to learn and good to see someone learning something on some simple example, or just on the situation that they have in their lives, and you can maybe make some conclusions for yourself and avoid certain things.
Take it easy.
But that's it.
What do you have to say? What do you have to say?
Lance Corporal Václav. How'd that prick wind up with us?
Volunteered. Word is he had to bribe the medics to let him enlist.
He mad or what?
That's just it. Certifiably insane. Didn't pass the tests, apparently.
But to pay hard coin to enter the army? Thought at my age nothing could surprise me.
Nothing about the cook.
Kind of funny that we have all of us, we have different limits. For some people certain things are acceptable, for others not.
What do you have to say?
That horse more soldier, you got a daughter?
Why do you ask?
Well, think on it. To marry into a dynasty like that, it'd be like living in clover.
Trust me, you do better not to take any interest in the Basodis.
Why the hell not?
It can only bring trouble, mate. Only trouble.
Nothing interesting. What do you have to say?
Fish chowder for supper the day.
That true? Who told you?
No one. Came through the western gate the morn. Saw Martin.
Cook like that's the right treasure he is. No griping about poor supplies. Just the gumption to enrich our gruel.
Nah, aye. If only he'd go a bit lighter on the garlic.
Pier near the western gate. Should be easy enough to find. Must be the cook. Good day. Fish biting?
Aye, they're biting.
What about you?
What's that?
Got this mixture. Pay you to pour it in the soup for the boys at the garrison on my signal. Nothing dangerous about it. Most they'll think is that the fish wasn't exactly fresh.
It'll cost you, mate. Something dear.
500 men.
Asking a lot. Too much. How about you do this free of charge, huh? Out of the kindness of your heart.
Aye, I'll help. Out of kindness.
Wait for the signal, and mum's the word. Understood?
I think the main difference about the main difference between The Witcher 3, for example, and some random TV show like they say Dynasty, not Dynasty, is the amount of drama. Yes, there are certain situations where you have some drama, but in the vast majority of cases, things are more or less fine. Well, there it's a constant drama. It's a constant drama. It's like they're really drama queens. People betraying each other, doing random things. Oh boy. In a video game, you can just ride your horse and that's it. In a TV show, you are forced to follow those events, and they're kind of cringy. So. But there are a lot of people who like to watch such things. This is why it's kind of interesting to understand that how we came to the point where for people it's absolutely normal to watch those cringy things. But at the same time, I shouldn't be surprised that there is the fall of morality, or how can I call it? The Bible kind of prevented. The Bible said that in the end days, people will be lacking moral principles in a lot of different things. So it's not surprising. It's actually kind of obvious. I don't know why am I acting like it's something that was unexpected. Oh no! Oh my God! It was obvious, right? You should have just written it, and I've read it, but. Still kind of it's very interesting to study human beings. I sound like an alien, man. That's awful. Well, or maybe like I'm a scientist and people are like laboratory rats or whoever they are.
And Countess Yvonne of Lanexeter's necklace. Your handiwork, wasn't it?
It was. I scaled a gutter, entered her bedchamber.
Ha! I knew it, I knew it.
Ah! At last, we're all here. Time to begin. This heist, it's no jest. So if any of you has any doubts, isn't sure, now's the time to leave. Won't be able to after. The Borsodi's auction house, its vault. That's our target. Eveline, you'll enter through the tower when the patrol rounds this corner. Drop us a line. We have to be inside within 5 minutes, as I know.
It's plenty.
Splendid. Once we're all in the tower, we'll proceed to the auction house. Shouldn't see any guards inside. If we do, we'll have Geralt and his blades. Then, downstairs to the vault. Quinto will crack the lock. We get in the vault, take the loot, disappear out the back through a secret passage. I've said my piece. Any questions?
All good and fine, except what if something goes wrong? Seriously.
You're on your own. We all are.
Just like that?
No room for friendship in this business.
You're on your...
Just like...
No.
Additional security measures. Traps. Any inside? Anything we need to watch out for?
Nothing particularly dangerous. Here on the ground floor, there's a rope linked to the bell in the tower. Anyone sounds the alarm, there'll be trouble.
How do we stop it from ringing?
Don't pull the rope. As I said, the auction house ought to be empty. I don't expect any problem.
What about the vault? How is it secured?
With a door. But you ought to be able to handle it. Any other problems we resolve as they come. Anything else?
Got a horse sense take on this. Secret passage. If we plan to use it on the way out, why not on the way in?
Excellent question. Why not?
Every corridor has two ends, right? Like a rope. I know the location of just one end. It's in the vault. The other, it's somewhere beneath the city. But I can't tell you where.
Great.
But if you were to...
Find that location, I wouldn't need any of you. Believe you me, I've tried. Time and again. Anything else?
All right, let's get to work. Want to be done with this as soon as possible.
We'll reconvene in the gateway beside the tower. Midnight sharp. And everyone's to make sure they're not followed. I'll get word to the cook in the barracks.
What about wearing masks? Not a city in the north that don't have wanted posters with my likeness hanging about.
I'll tend to that. One last thing. Inform the City Watch. Blabber anything about this over an ale, and I'll kill you. With my own hands.
If you're so damn scared somebody'll talk, let's all go there together. Now.
Any objections? Anyone need more time? On our way, then.
Off we go.
Let's begin. Prime. Just one patrol. Mixture of yours must have worked. Eveline, you ready?
Are you kidding? Of course I am.
Three, 2, 1. It's clear. On your way.
Ploughing city foul. Shite all over again.
What? Oh, so.
Troll's turning round.
We've 1 minute. Move.
Oh, Natalie, hello, mother. Keep us from... If memory serves, you assured us there be no one inside.
Seems my informer was wrong.
Is that all you've got to say? I nearly broke my neck.
You knew what you were signing up for. This is no time to argue.
Gotta agree. Backing out's not an option anymore. Need to see this through, whatever happens.
Hallowed words. One guard could mean many more. You'd best draw your sword now.
No.
What now?
No one dies. Said so from the start.
I think there's another difference.
Whatever. Don your masks and let's go.
I think there's one more difference, and it's important one. The Witcher 3 or any kind of big game, it lasts what? Even if there's some kind of plotting and scheming or different things, not only you can avoid them, but it lasts what? 30 hours, 50 hours, 100 hours, okay. 200 at maximum. I'll look at the TV shows. Certain TV shows like Dynasty, for example, it was aired for 9 years or 5 years or something like that. And the vast majority of soap operas, they last for years, for decades sometimes.
Clear for now. Knock on wood.
Good. Eyes in the back of your heads, everyone.
Mine are open. I've already seen several things I'd gladly take with me.
Not now. The vault. That's our target. Is that clear?
So it's not exactly the same experience.
Yes, but we shall raise the starting. What's this? Guards! Guards!
Should have stayed in that cage.
You said.
I damn well know what I said. At them before they sound the alarm.
Watch out, Geralt.
Not too late to surrender.
Kinda funny she says my name, but she didn't say my name.
Stop him! He's not to flee!
Lock themselves in.
Bollocks!
Damn it.
Lay down your arms! You have no chance!
Perhaps not. But we do have hostages.
Mercy, Master! On the count of 3, we go in! 1, 2...
Come one step closer and folk will die!
Hold now! We must negotiate. What are your demands? To release the hostages?
Buy us a bit of time, Geralt.
We have one demand. Pull back from the auction house.
You know I cannot do that!
You can, just not sure you want to. How about I help you decide, kill a hostage?
Just do what they want! I beg you! Calm yourself! No one is to be harmed, clear?
Nothing simpler. So long as you take your boys and pull out, we'll all live happily ever after.
I repeat, that is not an option. We must bargain, reach an agreement.
So we want a wagon, and horses.
It's the middle of the night. Where am I to find a wagon?
Rather go looking for caskets?
He means it! Good point. A wagon, then? What kind?
Time he took a gander downstairs. Vault's open.
We're not picky. Any old cart, long as it has wheels that roll.
All right, I'll get it done. In exchange, you must release the hostages.
How many?
All of them.
You know I can't do that. Here's a compromise. One hostage now, the rest once the wagon arrives.
So be it. Agreed.
Thanks be to my little
But anything smells fishy, where you dawdle even a bit, heads will roll, understand?
Calm now. You'll hear horses neighing before a quarter hour's out. Matko, Shadru, city stables, on the double.
Good work.
Sorry, boys. You'll have to go on without me. I didn't sign on for this turn of events.
Just one way out of here. Through the vault.
There's a second. The chimney. Believe I'll squeeze through.
Doubt you can, Witcher. You've no choice, I'm afraid. Let's go. Downstairs.
Grand Theft Auto, Grand Witcher, Grand Theft Witcher, Grand whatever.
The lock, lovingly crafted. 2 spring-loaded bolts, cylindrical plugs, Dameritian wards.
I'm not interested. No one's interested. We go in. Geralt, you're at the fore.
Why me?
It's why I hired you. Now move. We've no time.
Do or die. Giving me no choice. Shit. As if I haven't seen enough excitement.
I wanted to jump, but I wasn't able to, apparently. Look at this. Look at them. Oh boy. I can't even hit them. Nice timing. I'm being toxic.
That's it. For now.
Let's just look
Same paintings were on the block.
You'll hang for this, all of you.
You'll pay for this! You don't know who you're fucking with.
On the contrary, I know all too well.
You'll?
Greetings, brother. Been years.
Well, well. Complications, complications.
Right. Should have known. Same eyes, same double chin, same rotten heart. Just one question. This family reunion? What's the point?
Revenge. For betrayal. Years of poverty. Humiliation. Father left the auction house to me in his will. Horst cheated me. Had me disinherited.
Anything. Everything we earned, you squandered on cards and whores. Father didn't see that. I did.
That's no excuse, Horst. And it won't save your life.
You two, stand with me. I'll not let the Redanians lay a hand on you. Give you whatever you want.
Oh boy. I don't know. They're both of them are awful. What should I choose? Oh boy. Choosing between one evil and another. He kicked me out of his auction house. And now this guy wants revenge. I don't want to kill anyone. Well, I saved the game. I can probably reload, but let's see what happens if I choose not about to meddle. Your agreement matters.
Not about to meddle. Especially not in family matters.
Then you'd have done better not to break into my vault. I fear it's too late to turn neutral. Stand with me, and I shall drape you in gold. Stand against me, and you'll remain here forever.
If that's your attitude, I'll stand with Ewald.
Speak for yourself. Tempting offer. I've succumbed.
You'll pay for that, Quinto. With your head. At them! Ah! Get round this way! He'll cut us down! Watch out!
Not dropping his shield, that's interesting. Stop. That is weird.
I'd have preferred to resolve this elsewise. Stolen the scrolls, thrown you out into the street. Revenge is best served cold, after all. But I don't mind serving it hot. No.
I beg you, mercy, for your brother. I shall do anything you ask.
Truly. Anything.
Anything.
Sign over to me. All that you own. Then walk out as you stand, with just the clothing on your back.
Allow me one thing. Any one thing.
15 years. In the sewers. Like a beast. And you've the cheek to plead. Take that.
Satisfied?
Exceptionally. You?
No, and I won't be until I find Max Bersodi's house. In this vault, or so you said.
And it is. There. But I fear it's not yours for the taking. You see, it houses my father's will. A scroll thanks to which Ewald Borsodi, long missing, will assume the family fortune.
And Geralt of Rivia, who you cheated, what'll he assume?
Alas, but he's free to choose anything else.
You tricked me.
And you were prepared to let me face Horst's thugs alone. To my mind, we're even.
I
Now,
sided with you.
Max Borsodi's house. If you've absolutely got to have it, you'll need to take it from me by force.
I could drop you easily, but maybe I don't have to. We could try to figure this out.
A compromise looks unlikely. We both want Max's house.
Not quite. You just need the contents. Me, the box.
They're downstairs!
So be it. Seal it with a handshake.
Give me the damn casket, and let's get out of here.
As you wish. This way.
Wow. I'm reading on fandom about this quest. I got too much... Oh, what is that? I got too many random useless things. I like the overall view of the Order of the Flaming Rose armor, but I probably need to start selling something because clearly it's not working. In full test. I have too many useless things. I can't carry them anymore. Look, this random... Oh no, I dropped it. This random thing is better than my actual armor. Look at that. This is funny. And it's a medium armor as well. What is that, man? Random blue things are better than my actual armor. Well, it's for level 28. I'm 37. No wonder. Well. Oh, okay, I used the Arskelic. Okay, I can drop this one. It's a little bit better. Okay, so what does it say? It is then revealed that Maximilian Borsodi's house contains the will of their father, and neither brother will give up it as it means. They'll lose all their fortune due to the binding clause that wasn't kept. If you still wish to take it, you'll have to fight once more, and if the safecracker survived from earlier, you'll now have to kill them and the remaining brother. However, if you don't want to fight, you can make a deal where you can take the physical object but not the documents within. Either way, you receive 100 experience, and it's time to live through a secret passage which will be automatically opened by the remaining brother if you make a deal. If you killed everybody, you'll have to open the passage by finding a pressure plate on the stone pillar near the pedestal where the house was. Note, you're only here once, so make sure you're not forgetting any loot. There are a lot of valuables, but the two big chests nearest to the house pedestals also contain diagram, viper, venomous steel sword, and a relic fiery crossbow. Can I get back to take all of that? I suppose not, right? Oh, I can. I'm not really here to steal these random things. They're kind of useless, but if I can take something here, crossbow, There are a bunch of chests here, so they're completely useless. Like, you're taking all of that, but look at, I have all that money. And I don't really know what to do with all of that. Because at this point I just don't need any money. Just collecting things for the sake of collecting them, taking those jewelries and golden things. Whatever. Revenge is a bad thing, so I'm not sure if it was a good choice. Though both of them are absolutely awful, I don't know.
Well, here's where our paths part.
Shut up.
Was I that bad?
No, but you came awfully close, Ewald. Survived by a hair.
You ever have a basilisk hide or fiend horns and want a good price? Look for me at the auction house.
Mm-hmm. Consider it noted.
To choose one guy that kicked me or this guy who's completely obsessed with his idea to get back the auction house. He's ready to kill his own brother. Makes me think about Cain. Wow.
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steel.
You can learn.
I guess he's worse because he's ready to kill his brother with a I don't know what, with a some random thing, whatever that was.
One drink all I had. One drink all I had.
Our Ataman will lead. Eric's got to turn and mix from time to time.
What are they doing?
Wait. Overgrown wains, you see. Have you any children, Geralt?
None.
Oh, yes. Forgot witches is sterile. Well, don't just stare at me. Tell me what brings you.
You ever play Gwent?
An immortal demands you fulfill 3 wishes, and you've the gall to propose a round of Gwent.
Afraid to lose? No problem. I'll find someone else.
Believe that's the worst wind-up I've ever heard. Lay out your cards.
Very bad cards. Oh? I've seen such card. Destroy your enemy's strongest ranged combat units. With the combined strength of all his ranged combat units with 10 or more. So it's basically a Scorch ranged. Interesting. Scorch close combat. Okay. That's interesting. What is his ability? big, bad, ugly squats in the sewers.
Shite. Not much I detest more than losing. Well, my congratulations. This card's yours.
Thanks.
Oh, that's interesting.
Got something for you.
I love gifts, but I prefer to unwrap them in private. Oi, lads, mind the barrels. I'm going out for a jabber with Geralt. Come. Oh, that's better. All right, what do you have for me?
Max Bersodi's house, as requested.
The papers, where are they?
Left them in the vault. You wanted the house, you got the house. Never mentioned its contents.
You're a quick study. Already as tricky as Odin himself. Keen to ridicule a man. Do you know what I and the company do with your type?
No. Dying to hear, though. Always liked a tale with a thrill.
I'm in no mood for jests.
Neither am I. Did my job, Olgierd. Delivered what you asked for, to the letter. Unhappy? Hell, should have chosen your words more carefully.
Yes, I should have.
Oh boy.
I assume you came to an agreement with Horst. Shame. A right horse in that one.
Made a deal with his brother, who then beat the living shit out of Horst with a gold candle holder.
Huh. It's progress.
Why did you even need those papers?
To sink the Borsodis, naturally. You see, I learned of an interesting clause in old man Maximilian's will. It states that his sons must meet and shake hands in agreement at least once a year at Bellatane. Failing that, the auction house must be auctioned off. The proceeds to go to Vilmeria's hospital.
Guess the old man sensed what might happen.
Aim to deliver those papers to the right hands. Borsodi would have landed in the streets, and the hospital would have gotten the funds it needs to treat orphans and beggars pro bono.
Awfully noble of you, showing so much concern for the needy.
I couldn't give a rat's ass about the needy. Made her wither and disappear along with the city. I wanted one thing. Revenge.
The Borsodis. What's your gripe? Get kicked out of an auction?
Worse. They evicted me from my home. Are you really interested?
Wouldn't have asked if I wasn't.
Ha! Cheeky as ever. My family, they took on some debt. A poor investment in a sawmill. A bad crop one year. A lawsuit lost. You know how it is. When it rains, it pours. We needed but a few weeks to recover. But Horst Borsodi had acquired our debt. All of it. Demanded it be repaid immediately. I pleaded. I begged. I tore open my shirt at his threshold. Ugh. It was like talking to a wall. I went to the auction. Saw those perfumed pricks buy my father's sword. My mother's death mask. My brother's horse tack. Horst earned a pretty pile selling our mementos.
No surprise the animosity you feel for him.
That was but the start. My Iris's parents learned of my family's misfortune, and our betrothal was no more. They found her another suitor, one from beyond the sea. The anger I felt. I thought I'd gone mad. Went to the tavern, drank a round, a second, abroad, then had another tankard. And then I asked the wrong bloke for help.
What happened then?
What happened then, Witcher, was one big stinking pile of shite. You need something?
Nothing more, don't think. I'm off to entertain your brother.
Break a leg. Literally.
Now that you start to discover his story, you actually start to understand why is he like that and why it all happened. You start to empathize. It's a very weird situation, right? The Witcher 3 is a really weird game. You shouldn't be
Let me alone, I'll regret it.
Ooh, what will you do to me,
such people, but there's always a backstory, there's always a background, an explanation to all of that.
Leave her alone.
Why's that? Want us to plough you? Is that it? Doable, but you'll have to hide that mug in a sec.
Let the woman go. Then we can flirt.
Look at that! Vagrant Mutt's giving us orders. Needs to know his place. Fuck him up.
That's it, you're in for it. Oh, fucking come on!
You all right?
Fine. Truth be told, I'd have managed on my own. But thank you.
You'd have managed it? Managed those men by yourself?
Of course. Knee to the bollocks, elbow to the throat. Job done.
Walk you home?
Hey now. I'm grateful, sure, but I'll not demonstrate that in the alcove.
Walk you home, that's it.
In that case, yes. Come.
People are so...
Master Witcher, do you always help folk for free?
Sometimes for free, usually for pay.
Phew. I was afraid you were abnormal.
The world is so rotten that... And I already mentioned that in one of the previous parts, that girls always feel like the only way to thank someone is to sleep with them, and that's the only thing you want from them, just because you're randomly helping them. Oh boy, what a world we're living in. And it's not only in this video
Here
game,
it
the
is.
whole world, it's the same.
Really, you needn't have troubled yourself.
Forgot. Could have managed it on your own. Well, don't let me get in your way. Farewell.
Roll back under your rock.
Funny how when you think about all the situation with girls and boys, you know, as I said, it's not only
I've
in the
tested
video
the slime
game.
samples. I believe I'll be able to brew an antidote.
Good. The pox in an army can prove more ravaging than even their fiercest foe. Your service will be recognized.
How? Will I get a toad-shaped medal?
The army's not got any medal like that.
Geralt? Are you alright? What's that on your face?
Long story.
We're conducting important business. Yous can catch up later.
Yes. Right. I'll get to work on the antidote. Shouldn't take long.
Tasty number, that, medic. Not like a scholar at all.
Interesting. Curious to know, what do scholars look like to your mind?
Well, all that reading's hard on the eyes, right? So they wear spectacles.
Oh, aye. Thick ones, propped on wrinkled noses, and their clothing frumpy at best. Who've they got to dress up for? The books?
Fascinating, really. But if I were you, I'd make sure no medic ever overhears you.
Huh? Why's that?
Because when you get caught in a battle, she might just refuse to stitch you back up.
You're a lucky bastard, witch you. We've seen her making eyes at you. Not like she looks at us. Ain't that right? Admit it. You fancy it too, eh?
There's no denying her beauty, but she's not my type.
Talking out your ass, mate. Passing on quite the catch. If she looked at me like she does you, I'd not dally long thinking.
Here's the medicine. It's a strong solution, so careful with the dosage. Each patient gets exactly 2 drops after meals, 3 times a day. At the most, in 3-4 days, the infection should recede.
I thank you. In Redania's glorious name.
Hurt you guys all thinking about sex.
I serve individuals. I treat them. That they're Redanians is coincidental. I'd help Nilfgaardians as well were I in a position to. Kedwenis, Edirnian, elves, dwarves, halflings, the same. Come on, Geralt. You know me.
Aside from the incident in the sewers, we last saw each other. Must have been in Vizima.
Yes. Yes. When it was ravaged by the Catriona.
Feels like a century ago. Where have you been? What have you been doing since?
Well, I left Vizima and returned to Oxenfurt, proceeded to finish my doctorate, and then opened a practice. Shortly thereafter, war broke out, and I was press-ganged into the Redanian Medical Corps.
So what now? Radovid's dead.
But the war's not over yet. The chaos continues. I'm still very much needed. Though I can't complain. At least I live at home now, and I treat the ill, as is my calling. Though I must always be ready, for at any time the Redanians might knock with some painfully urgent assignment.
Shani, I need your help this time.
I'd guessed this wasn't a social call. All right. Tell me what you need. Is it at all related to that mark on your face? Ah, and you must tell me what happened in the sewers.
Where do I start? All right. Monster in the sewers turned out to be a giant toad, and this toad was actually a prince, and Ophiri wanted that.
And I'm a Kaviri Duchess.
It's the truth, uncolored, I swear. When I killed the toad, some Ophiri soldiers led by a mage showed up, captured me. A man named Gontar O'Dim freed me.
Who's this?
Frankly, I don't really know. He helped me out of a bind. Now he expects me to fulfill some nobleman's wishes in return. First one's to summon the ghost of his brother, then show him the time of his life.
Amuse a ghost? How do you intend to do that?
Not my chief concern at the moment. Gotta find his grave and summon him first, then we'll see.
But that's necromancy. It's extraordinarily risky and involves higher magic.
O'Dim told me how to do it. No sorcerers or necromancy involved. Gave me this concoction that summons ghosts. I'll need a sensor too.
Well, that can be arranged. They keep one in a storehouse at the academy. I can fetch it for you.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. But I still don't like this.
Why?
Neither do I, but I don't really have any options. Gotta summon that ghost.
I understand. Whose ghost is it?
Olgierd von Everek's brother.
Von Everek? In my 3rd year at Oxenfoot, we had to choose an elective. My options were Pearls of Wisdom from the Hierarchs, or famous Redanian dynasties. I chose the latter. Here it is. Von Igrid, von Estiken, von Everek. It says Olgierd had a brother named Vladimir. He lies in the family crypt near their manor.
Thanks. Knew I could count on you. I'm off.
The crypt's described as quite a work of art. I'd love to see it. Why don't I bring the sensor? We can meet at the entrance.
Shouldn't this Dutch thing's pronounced not as Von, but as Von? Von Everek, not Von Everek. Ah! I need to get rid of swords. I have a lot of swords that I don't need at all.
Duty calls.
A killer prowls the city, but you're not scared.
Ow!
Hey, pretty boy.
Armed ruffians in town. Scandalous.
It's a tour. No one's here. Unless I don't see something. But he's supposed to be here. Well. Well.
Ah, life.
Where can I go? I know that somewhere over there, near the bridge, there's a blacksmith.
Watch yourself. Hunters are in a state. Everyone says it.
Let's see. I think this quest might be long, but maybe it will be a little bit longer than 2 hours.
Runners won't hassle you. Looking to make some coins.
Or maybe I can make some contract. Let's start by getting rid of swords.
And hungry.
All right. Good play. Need something?
Oh no, Master Geralt. There are too many of them.
What do you have on offer?
What are we gonna do? Seems better. Dancer. 800 gold for a dancer? Why it costs so much? Right. Can I sell? This one is useless. This one is useless. And I can't sell anything. Look at those selling prices. 700, 600. Should probably just drop them. I can sell them. Daystar, Steel Sword.
So long.
So long. And yet again, there's no music. I'm not sure why.
Last chance to surrender unorthodox books. Grimoires and tracts blaspheming
It's weird that it's still witch hunters are still hunting witches, because Radovid is dead and normally it's Dijkstra now. For some reason I thought that it all stops when
gets done so quickly. How is that? Do you pay your hands triple wages?
again.
No, I just feed them. Please. I've seen what your cooks
that it stops when you kill Radovid, but apparently not. Or maybe it stops in the normal version? Although, why would it stop in normal version, not in the enhanced one? And then it's just weird, right? They just changed maybe several of quests and improved the quality of graphics, but that's it. They shouldn't modify it.
Draconid nest. Need to destroy it.
Channeling from a different family. Not sure where am I going. Somewhere lost in the swamp. Well, it's a river, but it feels like I'm lost in the swamp.
Never seen this side of you.
What side is that?
How do I put this? Your romantic side? Used to seeing you surrounded by bandages and medicine vials, often covered in blood.
Well, that's because you usually come round while I'm at work. Off duty now. Waiting for you, weaving a garland for the wedding.
Didn't know you were getting married?
Not mine, silly. My friend's. This garland's not for me. Speaking of which, would you go with me?
Wait. That was your notice?
What notice?
The one posted by the 7 Cats. Need a beau to accompany me to a friend's wedding. If any intelligent, amusing, handsome, none too old nor none too young man owning at least one decent-looking frock.
No, that's not mine. So, will you go with me or not?
Sure. Why not?
Wonderful. So, it's a date.
Remember to bring the sensor?
Not a date.
Of course. Some soldiers nearly caught me slipping it into my satchel. Wasn't sure what you needed it for. So I also took a mix of amber, aniseed, and juniper. All rather smoky when lit.
Thanks. Might come in handy.
Shall we?
He's not aware that
Let's go.
Geralt is with Yennefer. I'm not gonna speak about Triss
Tome was
because
spot on.
typically
This is impressive.
Yeah. Too bad it's falling apart.
it's typically
The family hit on hard times.
The Witcher 3 choice.
No coin to splurge
But-
on such luxuries.
Didn't Geralt mention it? It feels kind of weird. Test mask. But it's not dark. It was dark or even black in the before, no?
Ooh, that looks just a little too creepy for me.
Don't have to come if you don't want. Wait here.
I like that idea. If there's any trouble, just yell.
This is no crypt. It's a full-blown mausoleum.
Armor piercing. That's a lot. Art intensity. These swords, you don't even have time to look at them. You only see them at the back of your back.
Wraiths. Knew this wouldn't be easy.
Silver, what is this? What is the... This moon dust? This moon dust?
Surprises? Sure hope so. Should look around. Fire. Lit in honor of the dead. Old custom.
Okay.
Probably shouldn't touch that. Vladimir von Everek, son of Bohumil and Christina. There you are. Now for the ritual. Gotta spread the incense throughout the crypt, every room. life and death, fire and blood. Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought. Arise as a friend, for I am no foe. Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed. Arise as a friend, for I am no foe. Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought.
That weird smoke.
Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed. Life and death, fire and blood. Time to light the votive fire.
It's very nice.
Fire and blood, life and death. I summon ye, whose blood I have brought. Fire and blood, life and death.
You have summoned me, stranger. Why?
Name's Geralt. Came to wake the ghost of Vladimir von Everec.
Who you are, and why you've come matter little. For you'll not leave this place alive.
Are you Vlad's ghost?
Who asks after my grandson?
It matters not, Honoratina. What I wonder is how this mortal obtained the family's blood. For von Everec's rise only for von Everec blood.
True. Yet to my knowledge, only one of our line yet lives. Olgierd.
Then we converse with the man who spilled the blood of your grandson, Kestetis.
Mean none of you are Vladimir? It's Olgierd, his brother, who sent me.
You will meet Vlad soon enough. Yet Olgierd, you will never see again. You die here, Vape!
Come on!
For Olgierd's blood.
My. Ornery whoresons those von Everecs, eh?
Who are you?
The rogue you seek. Vladimir von Everec, brother to Olgierd.
Forgot I cannot even scratch my stones.
Though in point of fact, they've not itched much since I died.
Didn't want to fight your family. They started it.
I'm dead, not blind. I preferred to see how you'd handle those snobby pricks. And Grandmum, too. Besides, what harm could you do them? They're dead as it is. Now tell me how you came into Olgierd's blood. If you hurt him, I fear I shall have to kill you.
Got it from a mutual acquaintance of mine and Olgierd's. I'm here on business.
I'm a swiving corpse, with no interest in important matters, yours or any other buggers. The sole thing I miss is feasting, corporal diversion, so to speak. But alas...
Mentioned you like to enjoy yourself. Well, just so happens that's why I'm here. Your brother sent me.
How is the old rogue? What I wouldn't give to ride by his side again.
No chance of that happening. Could experience something else, though. Something a corpse should find interesting.
Interesting? Out with it. What do you have in mind?
Listen, Olgierd gave me a job. Odd as it may sound, I need to show you the time of your life.
Is that so? Now that, sir, is a brother. I've been dead for years, yet he still looks after me, after my spirits. How much time do we have?
Think one night should do the trick?
Splendid. Wait just a moment while I hoist my saber and... What the blistering devils?
You're a ghost. Can't grab things.
I keep forgetting. But how am I to revel and rock and fuck? Can't lift a tankard to my lips. Can't wield a saber. Can't squeeze a wench as we dance a jig.
Guess you'll have to do without. Let's go.
I will go nowhere. You're to see I enjoy myself, correct? Well, then think of a way to make it possible.
How?
Revive my flesh.
No can do. Besides, body's probably decomposed.
Then bloody come up with another way. I'll not go anywhere in this state.
Come on, we're wasting time.
I'm not to waste time. Sir, time is all I've left.
You this big a pain in the ass when you were alive, too?
Do not anger me, boy. If I've but one night, I want to revel properly, not watch others enjoy themselves.
So what do you propose?
I've an idea.
Oh no, not gonna happen.
Oh yes. Yes, it is.
Geralt, wake up! Open your eyes! Where are the smelling salts?
Death was a small price to pay to lie on a lap so lovely, and so near the wonders concealed a bit higher.
Have you gone mad?
Yes, as soon as I laid eyes on you, promised to stay and stroke my chin, and I shall spend the rest of eternity in a hound's body, trotting along by your well-turned calves.
Oh boy.
Geralt, what's happened to you?
Geralt? I'm Vladimir.
What?
Blast. Fine, give me a moment. Yeah, definitely don't like being possessed.
You'd not have fainted had you not resisted so fiercely.
Geralt, care to explain what's going on here?
It's his fault.
A pleasure to meet you, my sweet.
Whose?
His. You know, Olgerd's brother.
Geralt, there's no one else here.
Seems your lovely maiden friend can neither see nor hear me. There's potential in that.
Need to set a few ground rules.
And I needn't do a thing save have the time of my life, which is exactly what I aim to do.
You're testing my patience.
As you are mine. Can you please explain what's going on here?
Oh, fiery. Temperament matches the drapes.
Listen, I'm supposed to show Vladimir von Everec the time of his life. Turned out, he's a ghost. So, willing or not, I gotta lend him my body.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you're possessed?
Not at the moment. Just now he's standing next to me, coyly grinning at you. But off and on, he'll enter my body. So anything I say or do will actually be him. His mind, his intent.
But what if I want to talk to you, not him?
Well, she should approach me and ask me to jump out for a bit.
Just come up and ask him to leave for a while.
I see.
Splendid!
Right then, Sugar Plum. What say you we leave this dank crypt? There's a charming grove nearby where kisses taste sweeter than anywhere else in the world.
Man. Oh,
I
boy.
take it you're Vladimir now. Doesn't seem like I'll have trouble telling you apart from Geralt.
My sentiments exactly. Between you and me, this Witcher fellow is an awful bore.
Only sometimes.
Ha! Seems we're kindred spirits. So, off to the nearest hedgerow?
I'm afraid I have to turn you down, dear ghost.
A shame. In that case, point me to the nearest brothel.
I've got a better idea. Just before Geralt entered the crypt to summon you, I invited him to my friend's wedding.
Good heavens. That's damn good luck. No better dancer in all Redania than Vladimir von Everec. My ginger muffin. With me, you shall enjoy an evening to top all others.
Wonderful. I must stop by my home first and change. So, we'll meet at the temple.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Why not?
I'm not fond of temples, see? When alive, I'd only set foot in one to loot it. And in death, I find I despise them all the more. Could we not meet after the ceremony, go straight to the feast?
All right. Seems we've no other option.
Splendid. Then I shall see you at the wedding manor.
I must say, Witcher, a man could lose his head for a lass like that. And that comes from none other than Vladimir von Everec, famed for his taste in women. So tell me, honestly now, man to ghost, are you her paramour? For if so, you have my word, I shall keep my distance. But if not, then the haylofts we shall devastate together.
The savage is only thinking about sleeping with someone. Oh boy. It's so sad to actually see that in the vast majority of cases, there are men like that who have absolutely no dignity, thinking that the whole point of your life is to just feast, eat good food, drink alcohol, and sleep with women.
Let's say we were more than friends, once upon a time.
You tried to hide it, but I smelled a tryst. I know a thing or two about men, you see. A shame, though. I'd have satisfied her well, but no cavalier would rot in another's garden. So, Witcher, time for the wedding?
Let's go.
Onward. I'll be right behind you.
I suppose this is the end of part 36. I had too much of this footage.
Grave robber. Tried to crawl in through the well, broke his neck.
Meaning the scabby runt wished to rob our family crypt. A comely maid. Why do you paw through my ancestors' bones? On your way. Leave the dead to rest in peace. Are you a witcher or a scavenger? Hands off the family heirlooms.
Shut up. I do what I want.
Leave me alone. I need money. Oh boy.
I didn't say spiders. The creepers make me stick to shut tight.
Can I even leave this place? How can I leave this place? Okay.
This whole witcher's life, what's it like?
Don't want to know.
If indeed I didn't, I'd not have asked. Go on, tell me.
You wouldn't like it.
Whoa. Well, that's it for part 36. I have to restore my mental power to continue playing this game and hearing all those comments. That's it for now. I'll continue very soon.